love with girls who are, shall we say, strange. Well, not exactly strange. What they are is screwy. I mean, take Emily Busby. Emily's beautiful. She's soft and pink and round, and she's madly in love with a skeleton. Well, not just a skeleton, but all sorts of bones and livers and pancreases and like that. You see, Emily's knocking her brains out studying to be a doctor. And the way things are going right now, she's in no mood to hang out her shingle for me. Ah, my moon of 1,000 delights. How divine you are.
I know, Dobie. I'm much too busy. Please excuse me.
But of course, I shall wait patiently until you have finished, my heavenly healer, my fair physician.
I'm not a doctor yet, Dobie. I'm only a pre-med student. I still have a lot to learn.
And I'm just a fellow who can teach you.
Teach me what?
All about love and romance and unforgettable moonlit nights.
You see, Dobie, that proves how little we have in common. Your mind is always on love and romance, while mine's busy with kidneys and gallbladders.
But, Emily, I adore you.
No, it can never be, Dobie. You're a nice boy, but you're not my type. You're not even sick.
Probably think I was fascinating if I was a mess of aches and pains.
Well, naturally. I mean, I'm a future doctor. You know, the sick, the lame, and the halt jazz, they're the raw material with which I intend to work for the rest of my life, with every ounce of strength in my body. And the sicker and the lamer and the halter, the better. So I can't waste my time with the likes of you. No offense, but arrivederci, healthy one.
Emily, my dear, I was hoping I wouldn't have to tell you this, but... well, the doctors tell me I have only 6 months to live.
Don't be, darling. Now you're talking.
That I had only 6 months to live, I was merely employing a highly respected, time-honored, internationally accepted technique for dealing with women. It's called lying. Then I started to think it over, and I realized that Emily's not the kind of girl I could keep lying to. No, with her I felt an overwhelming instinct to tell nothing but the cold, hard, honest truth. But I fought that instinct, and successfully.
Dobie, my sweet, are you sure you've done everything you can to find a cure? You can't take this awful misfortune lying down.
Can you think of a better way? No, I mean, I've consulted the finest specialists.
But we have some brilliant doctors teaching here at the medical school.
True, but they'll only tell me the same 2 things all the other doctors have told me.
2 things?
Yes. 1, we've done our best, and 2, don't buy any long-playing records.
Oh, terrible tragedy.
You rang?
Hello, Maynard. Goodbye, Maynard.
Like hi, good buddy. Like hi, girl. Hey, you want to go over to the vacant lot and play kick the can?
Maynard, can't you see I'm busy?
Not you, Dope. Her. I mean, you're a terrible kick the can player, no offense.
Okay, so I'm a bad kick the can player.
I mean, you're about the terriblest kick the can player in the whole block, except maybe for Shorty Eggleston.
Maynard.
And he's 87 years old. Of course, his father ain't too good a player either.
Maynard, Emily's not going to play kick the can with you.
Okay, then I guess I'm stuck with you. Come on, maybe if you cheat, you can win. Let's go.
Maynard, I'm shocked at you.
Who ain't?
Maynard, how can you suggest that Dobie participate in a vigorous exercise in his, shall we say, condition?
Okay, let's say condition, and it's a pretty pathetic condition. You ought to see him in the shower. He's punchy.
Maynard, that's paunchy, and I am not.
Dobie, do you mean that Maynard, your best friend, doesn't know about you?
No, what? What?
Well, I just figured it'd be easier on him if he didn't know. Maynard, I hear your mother calling you.
No, what?
Dobie, you're much too soft-hearted. Your friends should know.
No, what? What?
Maynard, what I'm about to tell you may be very difficult for you to understand.
Naturally.
Emily, please.
Quiet, sweetheart.
Yeah, quiet, sweetheart.
Now, listen to me carefully, Maynard. Sooner or later, each of us must come face to face with the facts of life.
Oh, no. If you're going to give me a talk about the birds and the bees, I'm cutting out. My father did it once, and every time I see a bird or a bee, I blush.
No, it's nothing like that. Now, brace yourself, Maynard, dear. Dobie, your best friend, the boyhood chum with whom you share so many happy memories, is, well, he's about to leave us. In 6 months, he'll be gone. Maynard, you've got to face up to it. In 6 months, Dobie will be gone forever. He's dying.
Hey, Dope, after you're gone, can I have your old roller skates?
My roller skates?
Yeah, your roller skates.
Maynard.
Well, it's a cinch you're going to have no use for them.
Maynard, you can't mean that.
Sure I do. I roller skate pretty good.
Goodbye, Maynard.
Oh, well, so long, Dope. Oh, yeah, and don't forget to write, no matter which way you go.
What? See, Maynard, don't say a word about my untimely passing to anybody. Not to anybody, understand?
Sure, I understand the word anybody. I can even spell it. E-N-E-B.
Too bad you have to say goodbye.
I have to say goodbye.
You do.
How did you know how to say goodbye? I didn't even know it. Oh, what an age we live in. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Dobie,
Goodbye.
doesn't anybody
Goodbye.
know about
Goodbye.
this? Not even your mother and
Goodbye
father?
already. You bet they don't. And Maynard won't tell them. You can call Maynard a lot of things, and everybody does. But there's one thing he isn't. It's a loudmouth.
Maynard, you can't mean it. My boy, my son Dobie, heading for that great big supermarket in the sky.
Look at it this way, Mr. G. In 6 months, if you call Dobe for dinner and he don't show up, don't be surprised.
Oh, Maynard, you're making this whole thing up out of your head, and it's nothing but a big fat lie. And oh, I just remembered it takes brains to tell big fat lies, so you're probably telling the truth. And oh, Dobie, my poor boy, he's too young to go.
There, Mr. G. Don't carry on so, even if you are the widow.
Oh, I only wish I could go instead.
Who don't?
Herbert, open the store. I got all these packages.
Oh, poor Winnie. How am I going to break the news to her?
Easy, just say, ain't it too bad about old Dobe? The way he's gonna kick off?
Can't such things like kick off.
How about croak?
Listen, you better keep out of this or we're going to be in big trouble. I'll handle it.
We're in big trouble.
The shot this is going to be. I remember how she carried on when her pet goldfish died. Now remember, calm and collected.
Calm and collected, right, Mr. G?
No breaking down, no tears, no soft-headed sniffle.
Right, Mr. G.
Tall, tough, strong, manly.
What on earth have you two been talking about? I've been standing there forever.
Oh, Winnie Pooh, am I glad to see you.
Yeah, me too, Winnie Pooh.
All right, so I told a little lie. But there's a reason for it. A perfectly sound, honest, logical reason. I'm a liar. But this time things were getting out of hand, so I made up my mind that I'd clear up the mess once and for all by telling the truth. And nothing was going to stop me.
Why, sure, boy, you can have the keys to the car. Keep it out all night, and here, take $20 for spending money. Have a good time. Live it up, my poor Joe.
Don't, dear, I'm going to serve you breakfast in bed every single day. And for dinner tonight, what would you like to have? Lemon meringue pie or strawberry shortcake with whipped cream?
Of course I'll go out with you tonight, Dobie, darling. Or any night. Just promise you'll let me hold you in my arms and soothe you and comfort you and kiss away the pain.
I guess I'd better face it. I'm just not ready for the truth. I'll have to wait for the proper moment. And if I'm lucky and I play my cards right, that moment might not show up for years.
Bump, bump, doing the kangaroo jump. I really mean it. Doing the kangaroo jump. Hey, wow.
Very good, Dad, very good.
Ah, thank you, my loyal public. That number was the sensation, you know, of the Royal Bison Lodge Frolic in 1942. And there's nothing I wouldn't do. There's nothing too good for, oh, my poor ailing boy.
Easy, Daddy, easy. You'll dent the strawberry shortcake.
I'm sorry, son. Oh, I know I ain't been the best father in the world, but I intend to make it up to you in the last few miserable months you got left. No. What I mean is, we're going to have a lot of fun right up to the last minute if you live that long.
Gillis.
Oh, well, what I mean is, son, I'll take you over to the fairgrounds, and you can ride the ponies and wear a dark suit in case something happens on the way over.
Thanks, Dad. Your heart's in the right place.
Yeah. Ain't it too bad that you're not put together that good?
Emily, Dobie needs his rest for the ordeal ahead.
Leave this, Mom. I may force myself to take a little nourishment later.
Oh, my good buddy's gone. Like he's bat the dust, and they laid him out without telling his intimate friend. Like, wow is me. Like, wow is me.
Maynard, that's woe is me, and please stop that carrying on.
My good buddy's not gone. It's like a miracle. Overjoyed for joy.
Maynard, pipe down. I'm not dying.
What?
No, it's true. I'm perfectly healthy. I cooked up the whole story just so I could get sympathy from Emily.
You mean you ain't dying?
Shh, they'll hear you. I'll probably live to a ripe old age.
Well, that's a pretty dirty trick.
Me.
I mean, after all, I wrote your funeral speech and everything.
I'm sorry.
Well, a fat lot of good that does me. Here, I'm stuck with a speech, and how many fellas do I know named DOBIEGILLIS?
Better luck next time. Now, look, Maynard, nobody knows about this but you and me, so keep it under your hat, huh? I got a good thing going for me here, and I don't want to blow it.
What are you going to do when they start planting daisies in your pocket?
Don't worry, I'll think of something before then.
Sure you will, good or reliable Doe, but just in case you don't, listen to this beautiful writing I writ. Dear morbid curiosity seekers, I would like to tell you what kind of a fellow my good buddy Doe really was on the inside. But that would be a terrible way to talk about a corpse. Doe was kind of a rat sometimes, and he lied considerable. But...
Maynard, we were going to stop talking about, well, about you know what.
No, what?
Oh, Maynard, you know, everything's for yaks and cheerfulness, you know, everybody laughing. Scratch, you know.
Strawberry shortcake.
Oh, excuse me.
Herbert, were you expecting someone?
No, can't be any of your relatives. It ain't dinner time.
That must be Dr. Burkhart. She said she'd drop in around now.
Dr. Burkhart from the college, who's always messing around with skeletons and x-rays and bones and like that?
Yes, she's been doing advanced research in Vienna, and when she got back this afternoon and heard about you, she insisted on coming over.
I feel a horrible relapse coming on.
Dobie, what is this nonsense about you having only 6 months to live?
Those are the breaks, Dr. Burkhart. My case is hopeless.
Hogwash. There are no hopeless cases.
Like hi, Dr. B.
Well, practically no hopeless cases.
Dr. Burkhart, the doctors have given up on our poor boy.
Well, I'm not giving up. I flunked him in too many courses to lose him now.
It's no use, Dr. Burkhart. I'm heading for the last roundup.
Indeed, you are not. Report to my office promptly at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'm going to put you through a complete physical examination.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Burkhart. Thank you.
I'm not promising anything, mind you, but if hard work, sincere effort, and one of the finest minds in the field of medicine can do anything, we'll save this pathetic wreck.
Remember, Doc, you're examining him in your office. I don't want no bill for a house call.
Dr. Burkhart, I appreciate what you're trying to do, honest.
Chin
but,
up, Dobie. We're going to save you.
Oh, for joy, for joy.
Yes, for joy, for joy.
For joy, for joy. The time to tell the truth had finally arrived. The truth had cleansed me, it'd purify me. It'd make me feel tall and straight again. Yes, sir, with all these powerful reasons for telling the truth, it wasn't easy to keep lying.
The miraculous cure took place overnight and you're healthy again?
Right. I'm the first cure on record since the early 14th century. Isn't that wonderful?
That's what it is, Dobie, dear. Wonderful.
Attaboy, Doe. You just keep talking that way. Right up to shovel time.
But I'm cured, I tell you. I woke up in the middle of the night and all the pain was gone. Gone, gone. Do you hear me?
Yes, we hear, darling. Oh, I wonder where Dr. Burkhart is. It's after 9.
Look, why won't you believe me?
I'm ready for you, Dobie.
No, Dr. Burkhart, you're wasting your time. I'm cured. I'm a carefree youth again. See, I'm twisted.
Of course you're cured, Dobie. You come with me.
Dr. Burkhart, you're hanging an innocent man.
You know, I'm not promising anything, Dobie, but we'll run a complete set of tests and x-rays, and perhaps we'll find something very surprising.
I know. That's what I'm afraid of.
Don't worry, Maynard. Dr. Burkhart will be finished with the examination any minute now. And you'll see Dobie will be fine and healthy.
Who told you? Who squealed? Who was the rat?
What?
Oh, no, that's all the information you're going to get out of me. I mean, it ain't for nothing they don't call me a loudmouth, you know.
Here we are, and we're finished.
That's the word, finish.
And my good buddy is cured, Gloria. You know, he can run and trip and fall like my days ago.
Maynard.
Oh, for joy, for joy,
Maynard.
for joy, for joy. Where'd everybody go?
Maynard, we won't know the results of the examination until these tests and x-rays are analyzed.
Dobie's fate is in that folder?
Yes, and I have high hopes.
I don't.
I will get these right over to the lab.
Oh, let me deliver him, huh, Dr. B? I can run real fast. Ask any kick-the-can player in the block.
Well, all right, Maynard. Give those reports to Dr. Fosdick on the 3rd floor of the biology building. He'll know what to do with them.
I know what I'd do with them.
Now, don't waste time, Maynard. Get moving.
I'll run like the very wind. Sir, I didn't see you. You see it come on like an errand of mercy, and I gotta like move real fast. I gotta run like the wind. Hey, like hi, Shorty Eggleston. How are you, Shorty?
Oh, hello there, Maynard. Haven't seen you since the last kick-the-can tournament.
Oh, yeah, you sure got me in the shins good that time. Hey, you go to school here, Shorty?
Nope. Graduated 62 years ago. Pass a lot, nothing. I come here to bring these x-rays and things to my doctor. He's a professor over at the medical school.
Yeah. Hey, Shorty, you take a good picture. I know you any place.
That doesn't look much like me.
Oh, okay, then it must be Dobie. Oh, here. Well, so long, Shorty, and say hello to your father, Mr. Eggleston, for me. I gotta deliver these x-rays.
I have here the results of the physical examination of Mr. DOBIEGILLIS.
Oh, Dr. Burkhardt, hurry, please.
Yeah, don't suspense us like they do on those doctor television shows. Get to the point.
I think I'll wait outside somewhere, like across the Mexican border.
The tests prove conclusively that the subject, Mr. DOBIEGILLIS, is in perfect health.
Oh,
God! For a man in his 80s.
what are you talking about, Doc? Have you scuttled your stethoscope complete?
In his 80s?
Oh, dear. At the rate his internal organs are aging, it's amazing that he's lasted this long.
In my 80s? Goodbye, friends. This could well be the last time I'll ever speak to you. What started off as a harmless little prank to impress a girl has ended up with these symbols of disaster. In a few days, I'll be cashing in my chips. And I don't even gamble.
Hello, not long for this world, good buddy.
Oh, no.
Maynard, watch your language.
Hello, chick of my good buddy, not long for this world. Hey, Dob, look what I ran across in the newspaper, an ad for the Simpson brothers, Martians.
Maynard, that's morticians, and for heaven's sake, put it away.
Listen to this. For $375, you get 2 ushers in black suits, all the flowers you can use, and Mr. Moribund Simpson will play 2 choruses on the electric organ of any sad song requested by the family.
Everything's changed.
Ah, good morning, students.
Come, come, come now. That's no way to look on a bright, sunshiny day. Look alive. Oh, present company accepted, of course. Oh, dear. Forgive me, Mr. Gillis.
Oh, boy.
Oh, don't be depressed, Dobie. After all, we all have to go sometime. Oh, I mean...
Man, with all these bargain rates the Simpson brothers are offering, it's just my terrible rotten luck to be alive.
There, Dobie. Everything's gonna be okay. Don't let Maynard bother you. He's just a deadbeat. Oh, well, just be calm.
Man, my good buddy, the late DOBIEGILLIS, sure does need help, and I'm the helpful pal who's gonna dig it up.
Dig. Who said dig?
Yeah, who said dig? Dig.
Think it was like me.
In our work, we do a great deal of digging.
Oh, but we prefer planting.
I am Posthumus J. Simpson, president of the Simpson brothers, in charge of all below-the-ground activities.
And I'm Moribund T. Simpson, vice president in charge of advertising. Our motto, service without a smile.
Well, I'm Maynard G. Krebs, and who's smiling?
Mr. Krebs, is the purpose of your visit here to Deep Sleep Park business or social?
Well, I guess it must be business, because I don't see a soul I'd like to socialize with. No offense.
Then shall we proceed to the matter at hand and start calling a spade a spade?
Well, I see this ad in the paper, and I'm here to start negotiating.
Oh, then you are interested in partaking of our services. Is that it?
Yeah, like true. I mean, I want some little nick someplace not too close to the shopping center.
How tall are you, Mr. Krebs?
5'11", or 11'5". I forget.
He measures his height standing up. How quaint. About 16 inches, I'd estimate.
Perfect. Size 9C, medium deep.
9C, medium deep? What? I'm not the victim. I'm not the patient.
The word is client.
Well, whatever it is, I ain't.
Mr. Krebs, we'll take good care of you.
Forever.
What do you think I'm afraid of? Look, it's not for me. It's for my good buddy Dobie. He's heading for the last roundhouse.
Yeah, that's Roundup. And goody. Now then, Mr. Krebs, let me fill you in on our go now, pay later plan.
Some other time, huh?
Oh, we'll be around some other time, but will you?
Like hail and farewell.
Yeah, well, Mr. Krebs, now there's nothing to be alarmed about. Just look on us as your friendly neighborhood real estate broker.
We're offering you a small but lovely plot of land.
Sirs,
Exactly 3 by 6.
By 6.
your worship's
Right on the top of a hill. Oh, the view is magnificent.
You're underground ships.
This may not seem important to you, but it is essential to your visitors.
You wouldn't want them to be stuck at the bottom of a gully with nothing to see now, would you?
I want my mother.
Now, Mr. Krebs, about your costume for the groundbreaking, You can't wear that atrocious outfit. I wouldn't be caught alive in it.
I wonder if 4 dozen lilies will improve his appearance.
Not much, I'm afraid. I think we'd better make this a private showing. Opening it to the public would do nothing for our reputations. I'm afraid he's a loss. A dead loss, of course.
True, for a while here I thought we had a live one. If you'd excuse the expression.
Mr. Brothers, couldn't we get together and talk about this like later?
Yes, our cars. Call us when you need it.
Goodbye, Mr. Krebs. You're looking fine.
Very natural.
You're all heart, both of you. You've been a million laughs.
Oh, Herbert.
Oh, I know it's rough, Winnie, but a little laughing and a little working, and it takes your mind off that unmentionable subject, which I shall refrain from mentioning, namely Dobie.
Oh,
Oh, look, honey, look at this. A little laughing and a little work, and already I feel better.
Hey, Mr. G, after the late DOBIEGILLIS is gone, I'll be more than happy to come in and snitch things out of the cash register. I'll be like your very own son. Already I feel worse than him.
Mr. Gillis, Mrs. Gillis, I just wish there was something I could do.
thank you, Dr. Burkhart, but there's nothing that anyone can do.
Hey, like, hi, Shorty. Hi, maid. Hello there, you lovely ladies and gentlemen. Say, take a look at me. How old would you say I am? Tell the truth now.
109?
What I am is 87. But I just got a report back from my doctor. He says I have the constitution of a boy of 20.
Fine, fine, but we're a little involved here today, mister.
Checked my x-rays, my blood tests. Says he never saw a case like it in his life. Well, hello there, kiddo. What are you doing tonight?
Who, me?
How's about you and me stepping out to do the town? Hey, my little sweet Patricia. Sorry, Mrs. Gillis. You're a married woman. And besides, you're a mite too old for a lad of 20.
Watch it there, Eggleston.
What do you say, girlie? Old Doc Fosdick says my case is one of the 2 strangest he's ever run across. And you're the lucky baby doll who's going to get in on the fun.
Dr. Fosdick at the medical school?
Yeah. Nice young fella.
Hold the phone. Things are suddenly beginning to make sense.
Yeah, and to me, too.
They are?
No.
Maynard, the other day, did you take Dobie's tests and x-rays directly to Dr. Fosdick?
Oh, yeah, I ran like the very wind. The only stop-off I made was when I ran into Shorty. That was some mix-up with the pictures, huh, Shorty?
That's right.
Now I get it.
And now I get it.
And I get it, too.
So do I.
And now I'm gonna get that miserable, conniving, sneaking kid.
You rang?
No, Maynard, that other miserable, conniving, sneaking kid.
Gee, Shorty, the old kick-the-can games ain't been the same without you. Remember how you used to lose your glasses and you kicked me instead of the can?
Yeah, but now that I'm a kid again, I don't need the glasses. Looky. Ollie, ollie, oxen. Free, free, free.
Yeah, we sure do miss you, Shorty. Come back. Nobody I want to talk to you.
Stand back, ladies first. Only I don't feel like a lady.
Oh, hi, folks. I was just gonna ring for you. Say, Dad, you wouldn't mind lending me $25, would you?
What do you mean, lend you? Lending means you're gonna pay it back, and how are you gonna pay anything back when you're practically 6 feet under?
Dad!
Well, of course, we'll sell your clothes and get a few bucks out of that, your baseball mitt and things. With all this junk around here, you're worth more dead than you are alive.
Dad, please, I'm a sick man.
As a matter of fact, why wait till he's gone? Herbert, let's send for the junk man right away.
What an awful way to talk to a fella in my condition.
Dobie, I bought the most beautiful black hat and veil for the, shall we say, festivities. Do you think I'll look devastating in black?
Dad, Mom, Emily, Dr. Burkhart, what's going on? I'm on my last legs and you treat me like this?
You've got to face it, Buster. You're on your way out, so why beat around the bush?
But there's still a chance for you, Dobie. A miraculous cure.
A miraculous cure? Dr. Burkhart's gonna give me a miraculous cure?
Not me, Dobie. Your father.
I guess you might say I learned my lesson. I mean, when telling a little, a huge fib whips up the kind of trouble I whipped up, you realize that nothing, I repeat, nothing in the world is important enough to make you start lying again. Nothing. Well, almost nothing. Yeah, miss, allow me to introduce myself. I am Surfboard W. Gillis, the eminent authority on water sports. In the last Olympic Games...